Hi guys, welcome to another Pokemon battle video. Today we actually brought some pretty interesting Pokemon on both sides, so that's why I decided to showcase this particular battle. My opponent's gonna be bringing a Jolteon, a Garchomp, a Venusaur, a Rheaniclus, a Milotic, and a Doublade, which I really like because when X and Y first came out, I actually had a level 100 Doublade. It took me some time to finally evolve it into an Aegislash because the Eviolite Doublade is actually pretty good. And I'm gonna be bringing a Carbink, a Mega Bennett, an Arcanine, a Suicune, a Golbat, and a Jolteon. So let's start this battle up. I just finished training this Golbat right before this battle, and I was really excited to see what it could do in action. I'm gonna set up the Stealth Rocks because I saw on his team that he didn't seem to have any spinner whatsoever or any defogger, so I could keep those rock for the entirety of the match. He's gonna be able to kill this Carbink rather easily, but at least I'll get the rocks up, which is all I wanted. I would have liked to have the Reflect or Light Screen up, but he does have the Shadow Sneak. So unfortunately I won't be able to do so. Here I bring my Arcanine, and I knew that he was gonna switch out. He doesn't want to take a Flare Blitz, obviously. So I predicted him to bring the Milotic in, and I went for the Wild Charge instead, and that's exactly what happens. This worked out perfectly. And I am Choice Banded, so this Wild Charge will do a lot of damage no matter what. And then it turns out it actually kills the Milotic, so that was a pretty good play on my part, and it set up the tone for the rest of the match. He's gonna bring the Venusaur here. I am locked into Wild Charge, and even if I wasn't, this is probably a Mega Venusaur, so there's no point in me going for a Flare Blitz since he does have the Tick Fat. I'm gonna bring that Golbat in here. I'm pretty excited about it, but as I went to do my moves, I realized I actually forgot to teach him two crucial moves. I forgot to teach him Roost and Toxic. Toxic now wouldn't that be that important for these Venusaur, but Roost would be so much important because this is basically an Eviolite Golbat. It's one of the best walls in the game, if you ask me. I've actually got the idea of raising one because of Shady Penguin. He uses one all the time in his battle. He calls it Real Bulk, and I decided to call myself Batman simply because of the tiny ears on its head. Reminds me of the old school Batman suit. Basically, it has tremendous special defense and HP, and when you couple that with the Eviolite, which doubles its special defense and defense, it's really hard to knock out, especially when you have Roost. So mine has Roost. It has the Defog for obviously getting rid of the rocks and stuff like that, and it also has Brave Bird, and now it has, finally after the battle I teach him the proper moves, it has Toxic and Roost. But now since I do not have Roost, I cannot stay in here because what I was pretty sure he was going to do was that he was going to switch out his Venusaur, because his Venusaur was going to die to another Brave Bird. But what I thought would happen was that he would switch his Venusaur and bring in the Garchomp, which would have done nothing to it, and it would also have killed me because of the recoil and the rough skin. But he actually brings a Doublade, which is, I guess, as good as a play, because Doublade will not have been hurt at all by the Brave Bird, and he could have went for the Shadow Sneak either after. But I did predict that and switched my Suicune, but I predicted the Garchomp, that's why I brought my Suicune to the battle. And I just have an easy calm mind here. He made a kind of a misplay in my opportunity. I would have brought the Jolteon instead of the Venusaur. If he would have brought the Jolteon, that would have forced me to switch. But now, since I'm at +2, I'm pretty sure that at that range, an Ice Beam can take out the Venusaur, even with the Tick Vac. So it is going to be able to take him out. He does bring the Jolteon now, which in my opinion he should have done the turn before. And I'm going to switch into my own Jolteon of my own because I'm predicting some kind of electric move here. He does do that, so I'm going to be able to take no damage from that, and if he's going to have no choice but to switch. I'm pretty sure I am faster than him because I'm at max speed and I'm running the Choice Scarf. So he does switch out. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, and I'm going to get the Special D drop here, which is pretty good, but I cannot stay in. Even though I'm faster than this thing, another Shadow Ball will not be enough to kill it, and I do need this Jolteon for later. He's gonna go for the Outrage here. I just bring my Golbat as Death Fodder. And here I'm gonna be able to bring whatever else I want to. Here I'm gonna get an Intimidate off. So now I'm pretty sure I can live an Outrage. And I'm gonna lock myself into close combat. He's gonna go for the Outrage. It's not gonna kill me. And a Choice Band in close combat, I'm pretty sure will kill. And it will kill, so that's fantastic for me. I do get the D-drop and special D-drop, but that's alright. He did his job. And he'll get the Rough Skin. Here he's gonna bring the Doublade, and I was considering staying in because I think Doublade has an ability that makes him hittable by fighting type moves. But even if he does have that ability, he does have the Shadow Sneak, which would have been able to kill my Arcanine from that range. So that's why I decided to switch no matter what. But instead he went for the Iron Head. So I'm not sure. I'll have to double check after this battle if he does indeed have that ability, but I'm pretty sure he does. No matter what, he went for the Iron Head, which I resist. I went for the Ice Beam here because I was pretty sure he was going to switch out, but he stayed in. I do get the Ice Axe, which I was pretty mad at, but unfortunately for him, he does tout out immediately, so that's nice because you don't want to win because of hacks like Frozen. He will go for a Swords Dance, get his attack up. I'll go for the Hydro Pump. I'm lucky enough to land it and will do a lot of damage. So now I know that I can hit it because I do have priority on my Benedict. So he is at +4 now, and the Shadow Sneak will do a lot of damage, but I stayed in. I don't want anything else to take that damage. And turns out that I can actually take a +4 Shadow Sneak, so that's not a big deal, and I'll land another Hydro Pump. Which means that I'll be able to take care of the Doublade. And here is going to bring the Jolteon. And I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam here, but he actually goes for the Shadow Ball, which is kind of a misplay in my part. I don't know if maybe his choice or something, so he didn't want to lock himself into Thunderbolt or something, because I do have a Jolteon. But at this point of the game, there was no point for me to risk a switch, because he only has 2 Pokemon left, and I have a lot of Pokemon in the back, so there was simply no reason for me to switch out at this point. So he is going to be able to kill me with 2 Shadow Balls, but he did take a lot of damage. I'm going to bring my Arcanine here, and they do have the Extreme Speed, which will kill at this range. He's going to switch out, however, because he probably realized that he can't take an Extreme Speed, and he brings that Reuniclus instead. But Choice Banded Extreme Speed rather, will still do around 40% to that Reuniclus, and I'm going to be able to land 2, so he's going to be at a range where I can easily KO him with a Shadow Sneak of my own. So Arcanine did a lot of work in this battle, as you can see. I'm going to bring Chuck here, my Mega Bananite, which is pretty fantastic if you ask me. It has Prankster once it Mega Evolves, which means it gets priority Will-O-Wisp and priority Destiny Bomb, coupled with the fact that it also has priority Shadow Sneak. So it's a pretty kick-ass Pokemon, and I'm having a lot of fun using so far. And its last move is Knock Off, which is a fantastic move, as you all know. And it gets a pretty huge attack boost once in Mega Evolves too. So that was pretty fun. I am going to be able to go for another Shadow Sneak here to claim the victory. That was a fantastic match. I almost wanted to go for the Destiny Bond here just in case, just to seal the deal, but there was no point since I was pretty sure a Shadow Sneak was gonna kill it anyway. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Please leave me a comment and click that like button, and let me know if you have any special Pokemon you'd like to see in future videos. As always, guys, keep it locked for more Pokemon battle videos coming soon.